exalts during this Advent season. So guess which one it is? It's not Isaiah. It's not St. John the Baptist. It's Mary, the Mother of God, or under whatever title you want to give her. Mary is a prophet because she calls us to prayer and she calls us to repentance. So repentance in the Greek means metanoia, a change of mind. So I don't know about you, but during this extended autumn season, you can tend to be discouraged or even probably fall into despair or depression. But Mary calls us to hope. And like St. Louis de Montfort says, all Marian devotions are Christ-centered, and Christ is where we find our hope. Mary is not only a prophet, but she's a theologian par excellence, because she pondered in her heart divine revelation. She pondered in her heart, not just in her mind, but in her heart, the words that God spoke to her when he said, go visit your cousin Elizabeth, who was old and barren, but now is 6 months pregnant, because all things are possible with God. Mary pondered in her heart that everything is possible with God. Nothing is impossible. And the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe is a great reflection of all things being possible with God, because if you know a bit of the historical context, in the 15th and 16th century, the Mexican people were being conquered by the Spanish conquistadors and the Aztec people, who would harvest the people for human sacrifices. And records say that in one temple dedication that could last up to 4 days, up to 80,000 people could die. And in the time span of a year, up to 250,000 people died from human sacrifice. But after the apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe and all the miracles that were attached to that, roses that grew in the off-season, and not only roses from Mexico, but these were roses that were only native to Spain. And the Bishop of Mexico longed to return to his homeland. So when he saw those roses, he was astonished by this miracle, but even more so with the story of the tilma, right? But yeah, up to 9 million people converted shortly after these miracles. So Mary is a real witness of hope. She's a model of Christian discipleship because by her witness, what she did, she pondered in her heart the words that God spoke to her. And today, on this feast day, we can ponder the words that she spoke to St. Juan Diego, who was very discouraged because he went and visited the bishop and told him, yeah, the Blessed Mother wants a prayer chapel built here. And he didn't give him the time of day. He said, no. He was just a poor peasant. He was very discouraged, and he tried to run away from Mary while he was on his way to go visit his sick uncle, as you know the story. But Mary appeared to him, and she said something along the lines of, don't be discouraged. Am I not here? Am I not with you? Am I not your mother? Do I not have my mantle of protection overshadowing you? Those words of overshadowing are very pertinent to the words that God spoke to Mary. So let us ponder those words today in our heart.